Welcome to part 2 of the medical show with today's kids. Last show we had lots of questions and answers for our medical professionals, and this show we're going to have some hands-on. Let me see, how many of you guys want to have your blood pressure taken today? All right. How about, how many of you guys want to have your throats looked at? What about your ears looked at? Okay. Your temperature's taken. How many of you guys want to have a shot today? No shots? No takers? All right. Well, we'll see about that, okay? We can have another doctor joining us today, and why don't you come on over? And I don't have cue cards, so you'll have to introduce yourself. You are Dr.
Ronald Moore, and my office is in Corona. I'm a general dentist.
General dentist. Okay, you're my dentist.
Yes.
All right. Okay, welcome, Dr. Moore. Okay. Let's also just go back down and let's have the medical professionals reintroduce yourselves. Let's start on the end with you, Lucci.
Okay, I'm Dr. Pernia. I'm a neonatologist.
Neonatologist. Okay, I just about got that.
In babies.
All right. Preemie babies.
Preemie.
Little babies. All right. Okay, next.
I'm Stephen Sotomayor. I'm a physician assistant who works in general and vascular thoracic surgery.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
I'm Fadja Atiyah. I'm an internist. I work out of Corona.
Okay.
Yvonne De Silva, pediatrician, taking care of children till 18. Yeah.
All right. Taking care of most of these children. Okay, let's see. We're going to go ahead and have some questions before we have some checkups here. Let's start down front. I got a question right here.
Why do kids have to drink milk?
Why do kids have to drink milk?
Dentist can answer that.
Well, milk is important.
Oh, you know what? You don't have a mic, so I have to come around here so they can hear you. Okay.
Milk is really important for having strong bones and strong teeth. It's got calcium in it, and that's a major part of what the enamel in your teeth is made out of, so to give
Helps
you healthy
you to
teeth.
grow.
All right. And at some age, though, at some point, they don't really have to have it. Or should we all still drink
It is
milk?
always good, even for older women, to protect
have
them
milk.
from. Yeah,
Oh,
it,
okay.
it can be low-fat milk, so you avoid a lot of calories, but you still need the calcium. And milk is a good source for the calcium.
All right. Okay. Had another question back over here from one of the parents. Let me just. Who's that? Okay.
At what age is it okay for a young boy to go from a pediatrician to a regular GP doctor?
Wow. Okay.
When he tells you, I can no longer sit with all those babies in the office.
And they tell you that a lot.
Or when he gets big enough that he doesn't
And
want to
this
see another
problem
lady
when
doctor.
they start getting taller around when they are 12, 13, 14, they suddenly have this growth spurt and they no longer want to sit with babies.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Another question. Let's see, Alex.
What are hepatitis B shots?
What are hepatitis B?
Hepatitis B is a disease of the liver. And now we're giving shots to prevent this disease. We give 3 shots at like about a month apart, the first 2, and the third one is 6 months from the first one. They really don't hurt that much. They're pretty easy shots to take.
Yeah, right.
They really don't.
You know, they just started that, though, not too long ago.
Yeah,
Is that
it's
correct?
just
Because
new.
my son's not had his. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that, huh?
You got to come back for it.
You've got to see the
By
doctor,
the way,
Jeremy.
those hepatitis B shots, we don't just give them to kids.
We give them
but
to
all
everybody.
of us have
Oh,
to have
really?
them as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a requirement for many jobs in the medical profession these days.
Kids, did you guys hear that?
Yes.
Your parents got to go and have shots.
Days ago.
I know you had yours, but the parents got to go get shots. Will you guys take your parents to get those shots?
Yeah.
So all right. Oh, they're excited about that. All right, another question from an adult. Okay. Let's see. You know what? I've got to go back around this way. And your was it you?
I have a daughter who has congenital heart disease. And can you tell me, the neonatologist, has there been an increased case of heart disease in babies? Have you noticed?
The incidents have stayed pretty much the same, but And there's just a lot of things that can be offered nowadays, so it brings a lot of attention to congenital heart diseases, because a lot of them are now fixable, and so it's been brought to attention more in the last couple of years.
It's true. We're detecting them earlier, and there's cures for them now. There's more.
I was in the hospital with my daughter when she was in the hospital for about 3 months in her series of things that she had to have done. And one of the nurses was a research nurse, and she had some reason to believe that NutraSweet may have had something to contribute to this, because we have a negative history of heart disease in our family. Can you ask about NutraSweet and what you think about the effect on children?
I don't think it has been proven that there's a direct relationship. They're just speculation. They're just speculations. We have to be very careful about what we read in the media. Although the internet is a good source of information, but sometimes they may not be accurate.
Right. And were you talking about, was your daughter premature?
No, she was
Full term.
But, when I was 6 months pregnant with her, we through an ultrasound, and thank goodness through the HMO, we were able to find out that she had a heart defect, and then of course she was born. She found 3 more heart defects and had surgery when she was 7 days old.
Wow. Okay. Who was it had that question about HMO? Okay, why don't you ask that question? This would be a good time to talk about that.
With insurance and all the paperwork that you as a doctor's office have to fill out, what do you prefer, HMOs or PPOs? I know as a parent, I prefer a PPO. I want to go to somebody that I know or has been recommended.
Okay.
I think it makes a difference in terms of what organization you really go to. I have several friends who basically, I think all of us have had this experience, where somebody does a curbside consult, where we're at school, at church, at the grocery store, or whatever, because they know our profession. They'll say, well, what do you think of such and such? And I know that different organizations are structured differently. For the organization that I work with, for instance, I have never had anybody say to me that this case or this test is not warranted. Now, but I've heard that from other organizations. Now, that's not to cast aspersion. It simply means that there must be a difference in the way that we must operate. And certainly I think it's wise to research whatever organization you're going to. Best way to do that? Talk to somebody who's in it. And I think that's a really good, word of mouth is probably one of the best ways of knowing what you're going to get. And I would highly recommend that.
All right. Anybody have anything to add to that? Okay. All right. I'm going to have to go to break, but let me ask a question. My question is this to all of you wonderful people sitting here. Do you guys have to go to school to learn to write like that? They teach you that in medical school? I mean, it's kind of like, what is it, a medical doctor's shorthand or something?
You can't be accepted in medical school if you read your handwriting.
Well, my brother was writing like that in kindergarten, and my mom swore he was going to be a doctor. All right. Anybody want to? Listen, I've got to go to break, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
When young bull elephants from a national park in South Africa were moved to different locations without the presence of an adult male, they began to wantonly kill other animals. When an adult male was relocated with them, the delinquent behavior stopped. Without the influence of their dad, kids are more likely to get in trouble too. Just a reminder how important it is for fathers to spend time with their children.
Okay, welcome back to this segment of Today's Kids. Well, are you guys ready for some hands-on? You ready to have that blood pressure taken? All right, let's see. What are we going to do first, doctor? We're going to listen to the heart or the backs or whatever you do. We need a volunteer. Who wants to get there? What are you going to do?
Wow. Each one will do something different.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see, we've got a volunteer over here. Well, I know Dr. Moore is going to look at all of you guys' teeth.
Dr. Moore,
And he
gotta
is
look
going,
at them
well, he's going to
now.
look at teeth. He is going to tell the kids whether or not he thinks they need braces, whether or not
That's right.
they got perfect teeth, whether or not they're iffy, okay? So anyways, we're gonna rate them on a scale of 1, 2, and 3, but that's a little bit later. Right now, I need a volunteer to, let's see, to stand up. Let's see. Okay, Alex, we're gonna go over to, which doctor's gonna go first? Let's go to Dr. D. Silver,
I'm
the
gonna listen to
pediatrician.
her heart,
Okay, she's gonna
right?
listen to her heart.
You want me to listen to your heart? Good God, there we go. Ooh,
Let's turn it this way. Alex.
nice, strong heart.
Nice,
No
strong
murmur.
heart. No murmur. All right. So she's normal?
Yeah, she's normal.
All right, give her a hand. Okay. Now, Dr. Tia, what is that you have there?
I have a blood pressure machine.
Is that
but
a
it,
pediatric one?
It's not a pediatric one. The only
But that's good for his size.
Yeah, the only difference is that this piece of the blood pressure machine for smaller kids, it's narrower.
Oh,
This
okay.
one is not. It can fit
This
on
is good.
top.
This is
You know what, let's have Hannah. Hannah, come up here. Okay, let's get your blood pressure taken. Well, you know what, she's probably had this done before. She's a doctor's child.
Okay.
She might even know how to do it, huh? You know, with children now, we're listening for the same thing with adults. Should it be the
Yes.
same rate?
What we do with the blood pressure machine is that when we use this piece, we inflate, we put air into this cuff, and we go until we block her blood vessel. What I'm going to listen for is the flow of blood in her blood vessel. So I usually go up and look here. Like now, I know I blocked her blood pressure, her blood vessels. I start releasing this so the pressure goes down while I'm listening. Now I hear her heartbeat at 120. Heartbeat disappeared at 70. So her blood pressure is 120 over 70, and this is normal blood
Very
pressure.
good. Okay. All right. Now her father's sitting in back there, and he was looking. He wanted to make sure his daughter was okay. Paul, do you have a question for this group here? Why don't you stand up? I'm going to have to reach over, okay, because you don't have a mic.
Question for older kids, what are the required immunizations for entry into middle school?
Wow, for middle school. Oh, no, aren't they finished with their shots by then?
No. Middle school means junior high. Junior high, we're catching them up now. Most of them have not had hepatitis B, and they're tetanus boosters. And the ones that haven't had 2 MMRs, which usually are given at 1 year and 5 months, at 5 years, we're giving them again around about 12 years of age, anytime from 11 to 14. So there are 3 vaccines that are given at that age.
How old are you, Hannah? So she's ready for another shot,
she's
Dad?
ready for her MMR,
Oh, okay.
her DT, and then the hepatitis B.
Wow. Now, will you be giving those, Mom?
Well, she's had her hepatitis B.
She had the hepatitis-
She's her MMR.
Oh,
And the
okay.
tetanus booster.
Tetanus booster
Yeah.
is not due until
All right.
a couple years more,
Okay.
I think.
Now listen, you're next, Steve. Now I know you're working with surgeons, right? Anybody want to be operated on right now?
I've got my stuff.
We got takers.
I even brought my stuff
I don't
with me,
think
too.
so. All right, Steve, what do you have there? You want to do something with one of the kids?
Stethoscope. I'd like
I
to
got a
listen to
volunteer.
somebody's lungs and see how we're breathing.
Okay, let's have Kai. All right.
All right. Let's have you come and turn right around for me here.
Okay, look. Kai.
Okay. Now I want you to take some nice deep breaths through your mouth, in and out. That's it, and out. And let's do that again. And we're listening. Out, and all 4 sides here. That's it.
You can actually hear. Does it sound like a heartbeat? No?
Oh, you did that very well. I can tell you practiced that. That's good.
All right, give your hand, guys.
Nice and clear.
All right. But does it sound like a heartbeat? You listen.
No, it sounds more like a whooshing sound. And what you're listening for is to see kids have asthma. You'll hear a sound that sounds like somebody needs WD-40 inside. It's a high-pitched squeak sometimes.
Oh, all right. Okay. Okay.
I can look at a baby.
Oh, I've got a baby here also. But meanwhile, while I bring that baby on, take a look at this preemie and tell me, what do you think? Did this preemie grow okay?
Yeah, she did. Well, you know,
You saw her when she was so tiny. I mean,
If she was a baby, I'd be looking at, feeling for her.
Let me bring the baby in.
She's got a real baby here.
Yeah, I've got a real baby here. And you
want me to
need it, we got it. Let's see, someone hold my mic. Let's see. I'll need you to hold it so I can talk. I can actually hold one of these, you know. You know, guys, this is Makisha. Makisha was my student years ago. She really makes me old. I'm telling you, I don't like this. And this is her child. So this would be kind of like my little grand student or something. And she's making her debut on television. Hi, China. Hi, pretty girl. All right, let's take a look at this baby. Got her?
Okay.
Oh, what'd you do to her?
Don't cry. Okay. So, you know, I don't really need much for a baby exam. You just kind of feel the fontanelles and then work your way down. Usually you look at their eyes, but I don't have an ophthalmoscope, and it's just to look at the red reflex in the eye. When you look into the baby's eyes, you can see a red reflex, which will tell you whether a baby, it screens for some problems inside the eye. And then you go down and try to listen to the heartbeat. And this baby's heart is perfectly normal. You listen for murmurs. Do you guys know what a murmur is?
Anybody know what a murmur is?
It's like a little kind of like.
Stand up.
It's
What's a murmur?
well, it's kind of like when you're talking, but it's kind of like you have water in your mouth or something.
All right. You tell us what a murmur is. Okay. You meant a heart murmur.
A heart murmur.
Okay. And that is that. Anybody else want to give it a shot? Let me try. That's when your heart maybe sounds like it skips a beat, or it's an irregular heartbeat, or it's a.
It's more like an unusual sound that shouldn't be there.
Oh, okay.
And it usually tells you, it's the first signal for a congenital heart disease.
Oh, okay.
And then you look at the tummy, and you look at the
The belly button or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
You check everything out. And one important test is to check for a hip click, which will, some babies are born with a tendency towards hip dislocation, and you can pick those up.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. You passed your exam, China. All right. Okay. I'll see you in class in about 4 years. Okay. Let me give her back to Mom. And you know what? We've got to go to another break, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Do you know who I am? Am I a P or a D? A Q, perhaps? Or a B? I am dyslexia, and millions of kids struggle with me every time they read. Call now to help your child manage his learning disability. There's no reason to be held back.
Welcome back. Let's see, now, who was that wanted a shot? Oh, okay. No, well, maybe it wasn't a shot. We've got Dr. Moore here, and he's going to take a look at the kids' teeth, and he's going to rate you on a scale of 1, 2, or 3. 1 means they're fine. You think they're fine. This is an opinion now, okay, until he gets you in the seat, and, you know. Okay, 2 is?
2, things are fair.
Fair, okay. Could go either way, okay.
3 would mean I can see a cavity or something that needs attention right away.
Might need braces?
Or that they might need braces.
Oh boy, so let's tell you what, let's start down on this end here. All right. Okay, I'll show those pearly whites.
Okay. All right, open real big for me. Okay, you don't have to stick your tongue out. Keep your tongue in there. Okay, that all looks good. Okay, what I want you to do is bite down for me now. Okay, and he looks like a 2.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You can have that. That's your going away present. Okay, open real big for me. Okay. All right. Can you tilt your head up? Okay. And I would like you to bite down for me, please. Okay. And she's a 2 also.
Oh boy, you got a 2. Okay.
I do something in my tooth.
Okay. Can you open real big for me? Open as big as you can. I see. All right. Let's look up at the ceiling. All right. And I would like you to bite down for me, please. Turn your head this way. Look straight at the audience out there. Okay. He's a 3.
Oh boy, you got a high mark. My God. You know what? We're gonna go to the back right here. We won't have a chance to do everybody. Let's do stand up, Caitlin.
Open real big for me, as big as you can. Oh, well, sealants in there. That's good. Okay. And bite down for me. Turn your head this way. Bite down all the way, sweetheart. Okay. And she's a 1. She looks pretty good.
Mommy's happy back there. All right. Okay. Karen says, do me. Okay.
Open real big for me, as big as you can. All right. Okay. And bite down for me. Turn your head this way, sweetheart. Okay. And everything looks good. A little crowding. Maybe a 2.
Well, a 2. Oh, what about that tooth that's out of? Is that a baby tooth?
She's got some crowding down on the lower front, and it's not a real problem, but she will probably need some ortho.
Oh, okay. Maybe some braces, huh?
So orthodontic consultation, I think, would be a good thing right now.
Oh, all right. Okay, let's have somebody on the back. Kellen, let's have you stand up. Okay.
Okay. Open real big for me. All right, that looks good. And bite down for me. Okay. I would say he's a 2. He's got some red gum area here and some plaque and a little crowding, so probably use a visit.
Oh, okay.
Here you go.
Is that yours? You know what? He's out of 6, right? Oh, you know what, guys? That's all. But you know when it's your daughter says, "Dad, do me."
All right. And she's a 0. She's perfect.
Oh wow, that's his daughter. No. Thank you, Dr. Moore. Okay. You know what? We're going to go right to the lighter side, and it's usually hosted by Jeremy, but I'm going to take care of it right now because Jeremy's a part of this one. We've got these Today's Kids cast here that have been with me now from Crossroads Christian School for 8 months. When we started out, we set out to do a show a month. So this is our 8th show. And so we're real proud of these kids. They maintain their grades. I've checked with their teachers, and they've been able to do this acting class and come on and do these shows. And you see, this is a lot of hard work. So first of all, give these kids a hand. This is the parents' first time actually being in here, seeing that this is really hard work, sitting on all these lights and being focused, listening to adult guests. And it's a lot of fun, but it's also work because they have to stay focused for so long. So I'm real proud of all of you, and I have a little certificate for you. So when I call your name, go ahead and stand and take this. All right, I've got Alexandra. She's been with me from the beginning. I'm proud of you. Ty Martin. All right. I'll shake you guys' hands later, okay? I've only got about 5 minutes here. Let's see, we've got a couple of absent. Caitlin Mallory. All right. Karen Anderson. Okay. Adam Perkins. Okay. Joseph Atia. Casey. Pronounce your last name, Casey. All right. Yeah, you're talking about each class. Mariah. All right. Tyler. Come on, parents, don't patty cake. These kids deserve it. Polka. Okay, Rachel Knowles. Oh, there you are. Let's see, Jamie. Where are you, Jamie? Where's Jamie? And let's see, Alyssa Hunt. Jeremy Hunt. All right, let's give them another big hand, guys. I also want to thank and honor our volunteers. We've got volunteers that are here for each show, and they just work great. I think I'm probably the only show that brings in about 40, 50 kids And it's a lot of work put into together, but you know, they're always here and they always work really great with us. Our first one is my own personal secretary and our children's floor director, Felicia Moore. Our own personal Today's Kids security guard that stands on the door and gets all the sign-ins for me so I can make sure I have all of the credits, and that's way more. And without this special person, I wouldn't be here. This is our executive producer, and he's also my husband and friend, Don Hunt. And our valuable, I think she's been at all of these tapings. She's our camera person. She's a wonderful, loving person. Her name is Vonnie, and she's back on camera number 1. Vonnie, could you swing around and get Vonnie? Is that possible? Thank you. Everybody give her a hand. Thank you, Vonnie. And for our executive director, he's in the control booth, and I doubt that I can pull him out right now because I think he's alone. But it's Steve Perry. Let's give him a big hand. Have you guys enjoyed having this medical professionals? Have they been great? Yeah. Give them a hand then. All right, give them a hand. I just want to say that I really appreciate all of you, and I think I speak for a lot of people out in TV land. When we call and you're there for us, we really appreciate that, and I have a little something for you. Let's see, it's Dr. Yvonne D. Silver. Dr. Atia. And my friend all the way from Beverly Hills. And Dr. Ronald Moore, who I grabbed at the last minute because the kids had so many dental and teeth questions. I thought, will you come and be on this show? And he goes, yeah, Dr. Moore. And for one of our parents, and let's see, what's your title again?
PAC.
All right, I'll learn it. Next time I have a cue card on you, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's give him a hand. And also a big thank you to all the parents that bring these children out to do these tapings and then also take them to class and wait patiently for them. Thank you very much, parents. All right, give them a big hand. Remember, the future of this country, as with any country, is